Hello, everybody. We're coming right off the coattails of that last video. Not exactly. Just woke up. Think we're here. Unless there's... Yeah, no, we're here. Okay. So, I already explained everything in the last video. But... What the fuck on... Did I just not realize that there's a fucking door up here? Cool. One thing I forgot to explain is that while I was, on vacation, I got in contact with a couple of friends, and when I start the series from the beginning, essentially when I start it from Max's 1, I'm gonna be probably having some guest stars come in to do voice acting roles. One, because it's a lot on my throat, personally, and secondly, and far more importantly, because I don't have the deepest voice. Um, Hold on. I don't know if the volume's a bit low for you guys. I don't know. Um, I forget what we were doing, but I think we had just finished sealing up everything, so we're in free time right now. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay, okay. That's the end of the day. No, 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 no. Okay. Horror halls? Why is this mansion so comically large? The front door has to be at least 20 meters high. Who lives here? Oh, hold up. This is that theme park I've been hearing about. I was gonna say, I haven't seen any giants wandering around Axon City yet. Also, I'm surprised that's not a thing, honestly. Who the fuck are you? Am I supposed to know this character? I don't. Good evening. Are you here to visit Horde Halls? H- Hello? I was just going for a walk, but visiting a theme park sounds like fun. This is a theme park, isn't it? It's not just a big house. It is a theme park, but unfortunately we had to close tonight as several attractions were severely damaged during the Galtesian invasion. Oh, we don't expect to reopen for a few days, but the park was due for renovation anyway. The damaged attractions will be replaced with brand new rides. Horror Halls will be back and better than ever. There'll be an official announcement once the repairs are completed. Until then, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Alright, I'll get going then. Okay, so I cannot visit this area at all. So I can't go to La Castro Manor at all? That's crazy. Okay, what's back here? The boardwalk. Gotcha. Wow. The rest of the city doesn't seem too worse for wear, but I can't say the same about Axon Jetty. Wait, wasn't that building there destroyed in the blast? I swear I saw it get knocked down. Hi, are you here to play an escape room? Whoa, hello. Where did you come from? Oh, I know you. You were playing raiding the borough when the bombs went off. You only just managed to knock that one out in time. As you can probably guess, we've had to cancel all of our evening bookings. Millie Trick's escape rooms is closed for the time being. That doesn't exactly surprise me. Was your store damaged? You bet it was. We suffered a direct missile hit. The whole building is trashed. Damn, that's a massive shame. I really enjoyed playing your escape room. I was hoping to give one of the other ones a go, too. Oh, we're not going anywhere. I've got insurance with the Fairy Guild. They'll have this place back up and running in a day or two. I'll need to do a run through to check all of our puzzle mechanisms are working, but we had magic backups of everything. Millie Trick's escape rooms isn't going anywhere. You can fix all of this damage with magic? Yep, and because the evasion was classified as an act of war, my premiums won't go up. That's so fucking ridiculous. Well, I'm sure they'll find some excuse to raise the price anyway. There's always something. I'm really glad you were able to resolve this relatively easily. I was keen to play more of your escape rooms. I'll definitely be back to play more later. That's what we like to hear. Good to see you and your sister are okay. I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You too! Okay, and then what is here? Oh, hey Tabitha, how's it going? Darling, what did you do to your hair? My hair? Oh, the pink streak? I didn't do anything. Apparently it's a side effect of using the Murmulator. Dinah said she'd take a closer look at it tomorrow. That's not a side effect I'm aware of. It it isn't? The Murmulators we use in the frac are all steampunk based. They're quite a bit different to human technology. But considering it was Dr. Kat's Murmulator you used, do you think she gave me pink hair deliberately? I have my suspicions. I don't have any equipment with me right now, but come see me tomorrow morning. I can give you a run over and confirm that there's nothing untoward happening. I like to imagine that she's just gonna hit him with a fucking car. Yeah, no, you're still a human. Oh shit, you're dead. Thanks, Tabitha. But I'm a little bit nervous now. Is something gonna happen to me? Probably, but we can deal with that in the morning. You'll be fine either way. Try not to stress too much. That's just gonna make me stress out even more. So what brings you to Selma Park? I'm just having a wander around. I haven't really had a chance to explore the city. I'm still getting my bearings with everything. Although being underwater has complicated that just a tad. It certainly changed the city's characteristics, that's for sure. I used to come to this place to stargaze on calm evenings, but now all I have to view are schools of fish. It's a big improvement. I could watch these delicious little morsels swim around haplessly and unaware all night. Are we sure that barrier is gonna hold? It certainly has the capacity to. If the city keeps up with its maintenance, Orogeny and Scoria Shores have protective barriers of a very similar design, and they're held for centuries. I keep waiting for it to give, and then all of that water will come crashing down and kill us. It's pretty unsettling. Just focus on the fish, darling. See how carefree and happy they are? ... I was following one with my eyes, but then a shark ate it. Maybe I'll look at the birds instead. Oh, the magpies appear to be having some sort of panic attack. They're all looking upwards? It's kinda creepy. They'll settle into things in a few days. You will too, darling. I'm not so sure bringing the city down here was a good idea. So this is the coffee place, and I think we can talk to Tabitha? Why not? There's no reason not to. Would you like to hang out, Tabitha? That was the wrong voice. Would you like to hang out, Tabitha? Sorry, darling. It's been a very long day. Maybe tomorrow? So characters can just say no. Okay, that's actually an interesting concept. I like that. Okay, so I've got a whole dollar. This is unfortunate. I think I have to work. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I can guarantee I'm gonna be a lot worse than I was last time. Like, that's a promise. Hunter, there you are. There you bloody where are. Where the hell have you been? Fighting off an invading army of pirates, braving the horrors of the Bite to restore power to the city? Oh, were you involved in the power restoration efforts? I was. I played a key role in getting that sorted. You took too long. Do it quicker next time, mate. There were sea monsters out there. I think we resolved things pretty quickly considering the circumstances. Yeah, well now I've got a bunch of malformed spring rolls that defrosted because you couldn't do your job quick enough. You're too slow in the kitchen too. You need to pick up the pace, Hunter. I'm doing my best. Okay, so I cannot. Hmm. Right now, I'm mostly just looking around. Hunter, you survived the pirate invasion! I tried calling you earlier, but you didn't pick up. I was worried something might have happened to you. Sorry, I made it through alright. And I was out in the bite up until recently. There's no phone service out there, just unspeakable horrors. The whole network is down. You can only call people within the city. I was honestly pretty surprised that our phones worked at all. I never knew the city had an emergency wireless network. It's a suspiciously convenient utility for any city to have. No doubt it cost a fortune. That would have been hard to justify in the city's budget. I'm just glad we can still get online, even though the internet is horrendously slow. But that's good news for me. If people have crap internet, they won't be able to play any online games. And digital downloads are out of the question. Physical media is making a comeback, baby. That's a good point. It's a shame your store is closing. This could be the second win for your business. It'll be short-lived. We'll be back on the surface in a day or two. But we can make hay while the sun shines. How's the store looking? Some other districts in the city got hit pretty hard by the Galtesians. How did Granville Mall feel? Some pirates did make landfall, and they broke in here and tried to kill everyone, but that ninja girl from the food court made quick work of them. Ninja girl? Hold on. What? Ninja girl. Who is she talking about? Is she maybe talking about Yura? No, because, like, Yua is just, like, I don't know, fucking self-destruct maiden? I don't know. She could be talking about the knight? I have to check the food court. I don't know who she's talking about. I may have pocketed some gold doubloons I found on the corpse, but I will not be handing them in. That man attempted to shoot me with a flintlock pistol, and I feel I should be compensated for the trauma. Bloody hell. And here I was thinking I had a rough time of it. You holding up okay, Zara? It's not the first invasion I've lived through. That's part and parcel of living in Axon City. This is probably the scariest. I genuinely thought I was gonna die. I guess it's not so bad nowadays. You was a ghoul. The blue skin looks great on her. Maybe it'd be good look for me too. I think it'd probably be best if you didn't die, Zara. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay too. Anyway, we've still got a ton of games to process, and a lot of people are heading out for emergency supplies, and they're trading in games to get some spare cash. Are you ready to work? What, right now, after everything that went down today? I need more games if I'm going to fill the bulk order, and I can't do that without your help, Hunter. I was planning to take it easy, but maybe I could work a quick shift or two? Okay. Okay. Is she talking about prepare? It shouldn't be here. It's Danny! Hey, Danny! You're still a man. How disappointing. Excuse me? Surely you've noticed a bit of a trend here in Axon City, Hunter. Everyone turns into women, and everyone friggin' loves it. That's not true. There's heaps of men living here. Yeah, well, they're wrong. I thought you would have wisened up and drunk a gender transformation serum by now, but you're still tragically male. I've lived here for 2 days, Danny. I'm not gonna make a life-altering decision about my gender identity overnight. Come back and see me if you change your mind, okay? That peak streak suits you well. Why not go the whole way? The whole way? Girl Hunter. Long pink hair, big giant boobs. That's what I want to see. I think I'd be waiting for a very long time, Danny. Maybe not. That's suspicious. That is suspicious. I'm 100% sure that I don't want to talk to Danny right now. It's not demonic war. I know that already. Is it here? Where's the ninja girl? That's Ember. Ah, there we go. Hey Ember, what's up? Nothing beats a good coffee from Breccia on the run. Especially when you have an absolute shocker of a day like I have. Maybe I should grab one too, my day wasn't exactly peachy either. You didn't get your ass handed to you by a deranged pirate captain. Beef sandwich might have healed my injuries, but I absolutely hate losing a fight. I understand, that's why I try to avoid fighting them in the first place. Oh yeah, great comment, Hunter. I should have tried talking to the invading military force that was lobbing bombs at civilians. Maybe she was just lost and looking for directions to the fucking library. I never said conflict de-escalation techniques should be used in every situation. My training did prepare me for invading militant forces and horrific sea monsters. I think picking a fight with those pirates was the right thing to do. She didn't even let her underlings intervene. She insisted on fighting me one-on-one. I chipped off less than 10% of her health, and she didn't even use a single special skill. Just basic attack after basic attack. It was bad, Hunter. She was toying with me. Don't be too hard on yourself. It sounds like the Galtasians are at war with pretty much all the time. They'd have lost more combat experience than you would. They'd have lots more combat experience than you would. And this was a high-ranking officer too. The Galtasians were certainly more powerful than you'd imagine a bunch of old-timey pirates to be. I could see why the mayor chose to evacuate the city. Things were getting ugly. They took out the entire MRU, Hunter. We were supposed to be the city's last line of defense, and even we couldn't stop them. I wouldn't feel responsible for the actions of a hostile foreign nation emperor. We took a vow to protect the people, but acts of war are a little bit out of scope. All we can do is our best. I'll be joining in on the counterattack. Those gout fucks are due for some payback. I won't be defeated in battle again. Mark my words, Hunter. The next time we see the Gouts, things are going to be different. Give me just a second. Before I say what Hunter's about to say, this is the stupidest line Hunter has said, I think, throughout the entirety of this chapter. I'm gonna give it to this line specifically. Just in context, right? Because he just said that he advocated for her fighting, but now he's talking about diplomacy being the best option now. Because reasons, despite the fact that there's no anything that would lead towards the idea that diplomacy works. They've never negotiated, and we actively are diplomatic with the Monster Girls, and they are actively racist towards Monster Girls. Essentially, Hunter is endorsing racism towards Monster Girls. Ipso facto, Hunter is racist towards Monster Girls. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will now continue with the visual novel. I think diplomacy might be a better option, but okay. Okay, there's an achievement for, like, not using any weapons or anything. I'm not gonna get that achievement, I'm telling you right now. Hey, Hunter, how you doing? Enjoying your day off? It's hardly a day off. I still have to work in the evening. All I'm doing by wandering around is cutting into my sleep schedule. As much as I'd love to give everyone the evening off, we're quite short-staffed and the city's in a bit of a turmoil right now. It would have been a lot worse if you hadn't stepped in, though. I haven't forgiven you for involving my daughter in all this, but you did help prevent a calamity. The city has dealt with monster invasions before, but we've never faced a military force quite like the Olive Galthas. I thought we were about to have a genre shift to post-apocalyptic fiction for a moment there. Great work today, Hunter. Your methods might be unconventional, but you're courageous enough to step up in the face of adversity. You make a damn fine officer at this rate. Thanks, boss. It's good to hear that. Try to relax a bit today. This is an evolving situation. I suspect we have a lot of work ahead of us. How long do you think we'll be stuck down here? In the bite? No idea. We might find a way to teleport the city back to the surface by chapter 12 or so, but I suspect we might be stuck down here long term. We're gonna have to do something about the Olive Galthas, though. Or direct that to our survival. We can't just ignore them forever. Bomb them. Shouldn't we leave work like that to the military? They didn't step up when we needed them before. Our destiny's in our own hand, Hunter. Just try and stay positive. I'm sure we'll find a way out of all of this. Here's hoping. Okay, who is the ninja girl? Y'all need to tell me in the comments. Is it Yua? It might be Yua. I don't think it's Yua though, because she said the ninja girl, and then she also said Yua's name later on in that same like stretch of words sentence. That I don't know why I am incapable of being a normal human. She said Yua's name later on in the sentence, so she knows who Yua is. So why wouldn't she just say Yua? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and fail to work at Super Noodles. Stage 1. Okay. Okay, I've got it. Okay. Please go faster. No. I don't have time for that. Okay, this is actually a lot easier than I thought it was. I don't know why I was overcomplicating it. Okay. 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 Okay, yeah, no, this was easy. What was I doing? Okay, I got $25 from that. I don't have any other outfits. I want to get another outfit. I think I can get one at the Monaco Lure. That makes sense. This is a place for outfits. No? Okay, then Natara shop? Right? No? Okay. Then, if it's not... What? Maybe I just can't get them at this time? Oh, okay. Add oil, add water, lid, add heat. Spring onions. juice. Okay. Okay. This is ridiculously easy, and now I feel like an absolute idiot. That's probably because I am an absolute idiot. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Move. 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 Oil, water, lid, I heat, flip, flip, finish. What? Why? Oh, that was the wrong thing. Okay, cool. Spring onion. That's bad. Whip off, bag, finish, back, out. Oh, shit. This, that, go. Oil, water, lid, heat, flip, flip, finish, back, meh. Spring onion, big fish, finish, back, take it. Cup, water, dispense. Okay. I almost had a perfect score, too. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that I didn't get that so well. Man, Gose is tricky. The fry pan was one thing, but you have to add spring onions and soy sauce. There's too many steps. Mate, it's just frozen gyoza. I've already done the hard work preparing the meat and rolling them into the right shape. All you have to do is heat them up and throw them into a takeaway container. I will say, I'm already learning some neat new things while working a job. I didn't realize you were supposed to steam gyoza like that. Whenever I brought frozen gyoza, I just heat them in the microwave. What? No, come on, man. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Same here. Like I said before, the complexity here is going to ramp up. Most dishes require preparation on 2 stations, and the more complicated dishes require up to 4 stations, and if I stuff something up on the last station, I have to start over completely. I never said this job was going to be easy, Hunter. Yes, you did. You said a monkey could do it. And I stand by that statement. However, border security is proving to be a bigger headache than I anticipated. I think I've got my head around gyoza. I'm getting used to working in the packing area now. Should we add the next dish? Got my reservations, but we can give it a go. Not like I have any other options. No luck importing that monkey? No, but I'm exploring other options. I tried 2 other chefs while you were away, and they couldn't even handle the drink station. But the drinks are easy. You might just be better at this than I initially gave you credit for. Fire up the grill, Hunter. It's time to get cooking. Do we even have a grill? Okay, just fade out of existence without answering my question. Cool, thanks. Okay. Spring onions, mayo, chili sauce, finish. Okay, serve that up. Another thing. Double the go. Okay, I think I should be able to get this without having anyone get anything wrong. Okay. Water, green tea, green tea. Green tea. Cup. Fill. Come on, come on. Hey, okay. I'm a god. Okay. Ah! You're right, mate. Yeah, I'm fine. I just burned myself a bit on the deep fryer. I threw a karage chicken ball in there and it splashed everywhere. You do know you're supposed to gently lower them into the boiling oil with the basket, don't you? I assumed that was obvious. I have to move quickly back here, Yua. Juggling all these things at once isn't easy. You don't need to throw things into the deep fryer. Put them in the basket and put the basket in slowly and then go do something else while it cooks. Alternatively, if you're struggling with orders, wear something cute or work on your demeanor. My demeanor? I'm working in a kitchen, not talking to customers. Then can you see... They can see you working through and give you... Oh, what the fuck? They can see you working through the window, I think. And then... And you give off an aura when you work. The cuter the better. Try eating some of our more expensive dishes with the money you make from working here. It can genuinely make a difference to how difficult these customers are. I have a feeling you might be tricking me into reinvesting my money back into the store, but I'll keep that in mind. What dishes do you want me to tackle next? I'm assuming we're going to keep expanding the menu. Next up is omonokiyaki. There's another dish that uses the chopping board, so keep those knives sharp. So you're chopping up cabbage. If you can cut through raw chicken, then you should be fine with this too. Okay, this recipe makes sense, but where's the second chopping board? Huh? You know, so we're not preparing meat and veggies on the same station? Isn't that a health code violation? Just wipe it down between, mate. She'll be right. I think I saw a spare chopping board in the back of one of these cupboards. Might add that to my prep station. Hungry customers is one thing, but angry vegetarians, I'm under enough pressure as is. I better do things properly. Okay, I'm not gonna do any more work until I get an outfit. Okay. I don't think I really wanna do a hang right now. Not that I can really think of. Let me see. Okay, so I can only buy food right now, I think. Sorry, I've been... Okay, I'm gonna explain what just happened there. I tried to fucking right-click to get information on these items, but I couldn't because this isn't slice and dice. Oh, this is a gift. Okay. I thought I had found something I could actually wear. Tabitha's not gonna talk to me right now. Can't go here or here. This isn't a thing, I guess. Okay, do I want to talk to Ember, Danny, or Steph next time? Hmm. Honestly, I don't know. If you guys have a preference for who you'd want me to romance or pick, leave it in the comments of like this video, because I have absolutely no idea. I don't know who all I have options for yet. Because hold on, is there a heartbeat in the? No, there's not. Um, there's no heartbeat, so I don't know who I want yet. Because I don't want to invest a ton of time into somebody and like gifts and something, and then I end up liking somebody else entirely. So for now, I'm gonna just end the day. Although I guess I technically could have done all three, but like I don't got the vocal work for that. Bloody hell, that was certainly one way to start the week. You know what I do like? They established that the I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but the window was a picture, and the reason they established that is because now that we're underwater, this doesn't make any sense at all. So now they don't have to change the art either. I like that. It fits. Bloody hell, that was certainly one way to start the week. I wasn't expecting life in Axon City to be this hectic. I almost died today. Hopefully tomorrow is a lot calmer. I should try to get some rest. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Ah, what a sight! The concave of our kingdom's enemy reduced to nothing but a smoking crater. There shall be no mercy for those who dare to stand against the might of Galtus. Grand Admiral Tamara? I have the battlefield analysis report you requested. Excellent. How many of those filthy vagrants did our tactical warhead snuff out? Oh, I wish I could hear their wails of terror, the chorus of unmitigated anguish and horror, fruitless screams, all the while their pitiful, disgusting lives are swiftly extinguished. This is the person Hunter wants to make peace with, by the way, guys. If anyone still disagrees with me that Hunter is wrong, this is who peace is. He's trying to make peace with fucking pirate Hitler over here. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not. Also, holy shit, this background is actually really fucking cool. I want to take a moment to just appreciate this. I don't know where they got this. Like, what? I don't know if they made this themselves or if this is like a stock background. But whoever made this, shout outs to you. Props to you. This is insanely good. Okay. There had to be at least 1,000 of these freaks hiding there. We would have done a great service today. Our scans detected approximately 70,000 life forms at the start of the engagement, but our warhead never fired. What? We never received authorization from the palace. Don't be foolish. We saw the detonation. The city's been annihilated. King Harold didn't sign off on the launch. Our nuke didn't do that. Scans are still coming in, but we believe it may have been an enemy spell. They wanted to nuke a city, guys. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. Huh. So they chose to destroy themselves rather than surrender to our forces. How surprising, maybe these freaks do have some courage. We achieved the same outcome, and it saved us a warhead. That's mission accomplished right there, soldier. Analysis is still coming through, but it doesn't look like it was an immolation spell. It could have been a teleport. A teleport? Of an entire city. You've been watching too many of our films, soldier. Those monster tribes can cast the odd fireball spell, but they're not actually capable of widespread destruction magic. We need to use a full tank of scorelight to transport a single Black Ops squadron behind enemy lines. An entire city? Of 70,000 life forms? It's just not possible. The analysis is wrong, run it again. But, incoming transmission. Don't answer that. It's from the palace. It has the highest level security clearance. I'll talk to King Harold once I've confirmed his enemies are destroyed. Block all incoming transmissions and run the analysis again. But that's an order, soldiers. Run it again. Okay. That. Shit. Okay, so we've completed chapter 2, and it only took us like 40 minutes. Double dot dot dot. Ugh. Why can't I fall asleep? Something. Something feels wrong. I think I might have skipped a bit of that. I can't say 100% sure. I pressed the spacebar by accident. That's my bad, guys. I was trying to mute. I have to open up another key. Give me just a second, because I think I did skip some of that. Okay, I'm gonna grab another tea. I'll be right back. Okay, so I didn't skip anything. Never mind. All right, I've got my other tea. Dot dot dot. Ew! Never make that noise again. Double dot dot dot. Ugh! Can't be time to wake up already, can it? I only just got to sleep. Dot dot dot. Wait a minute. Something feels very, very wrong. I. What? Is is that me? My hair, it's. Oh god, it's not just my hair, is it? What the hell? I'm. I'm. Hey. Are these. Those are. Holy shit, these are boobs. Am I a girl? What the fuck? No way. This has to be a dream, right? This can't be real life. I gotta be dreaming. Alright, Hunter, calm down. Something weird as fuck is going on. We're gonna figure this out. Oh, phew, thank God. Everything is still intact in the downstairs department. That's a relief. Although I can't say the same about the rest of my body. These are definitely boobs. They're not particularly small ones either. My hair is more pink than brown now. What the hell is going on? Oh, what a relief. I think I know what's going on now. Mrs. Dinah's doing, transforming me into a girl, is her way of pranking people. Everyone said that was a thing she does. I'd have much rather she left a fart cushion under my chair or covered everything in my chest in everything at my desk in bubble wrap. But she struck me as someone with a somewhat twisted sense of humor. Her hair didn't turn pink until I used Diane's Marmalader. She programmed some sort of slow-releasing gender-bending transformation. I bet she did. That way she could deny accountability. Convincing her to turn me back might be an uphill struggle then. She's going to say this wasn't her doing. We both know it was, though. I'm gonna need to think about how I approach this. Alright, Axon City is a pretty strange place, and gender bending has been a thing here for years. This sort of thing happens all the time. That means there's bound to be a way to reverse this, or at the very least stop it from progressing further. My hair is slowly changing color, and I think that pink hair represents my feminine side. I have a feeling that once my hair turns completely pink, I'll be completely female. That might make for a fun evening or two, but I've got enough going on right now. What with the new job and the city being attacked by an army of murderous pirates. I'm trying to figure out how to do the voice, because, do I want to keep it the same way? Kinda, because it's easier for me. Do I want to change it? Kinda, because it makes sense. But also, they're only partially female, so I think I'm gonna keep it the same for now. I'm also stranded in the middle of a horrifying underwater abyss full of terrifying sea creatures, which are only being held at bay by a flimsy magical barrier. Last thing I need to be dealing with right now is gender bending shenanigans. I get that Dinah enjoys pranking people and all that, considering this is relatively harmless, but now is not the time. Should I confront her directly? She's probably expecting me to act all flustered and panic about this. Freaking out and screaming is the sort of behavior that Dinah gets a kick out of. No, that's not the approach here. This is workplace bullying, albeit a twisted and overtly sexual form of bullying, but it's bullying nonetheless. I'm not going to buy into this. She'll just escalate and take things even further. I'll be a fluffy cat girl with basketball-sized cleavage by the end of the week if I do that. Going to HR directly isn't the answer either. They'll just fire Danny. I keep saying Dinah. I don't know why. Danny. And she'll continue to claim ignorance about my transformation, and there's a good chance I'll wind up stuck like this forever. I need her to realize she's made a mistake and undo this willingly. It's the only way to get my original body back. I'm calling Captain Ekarai. He's our supervisor. He'll know what to do here. Unless he's in on this, of course. But if that's the case, I'll rethink my strategy. That's a good starting point. ... Thanks for calling Axon City Police Department. You're now speaking with Officer Ekarai. How may I help you? Officer Ekarai? Kid, are you pretending to be a police officer again? I'm not pretending, Hunter. If it wasn't for my driving skills, you'd have been blown up in a fiery explosion last night. How did you know it was me? Caller ID. We can see everything on our end. I'll show you how it works next time you come in. I take it you're calling in sick for tonight's shift? Your voice sounds a little different. Have you got a cold? My voice? Did I have a pitch or something now? I didn't even notice. God damn it, why did you bring that up? Now I feel inclined to change it. Give me a second, I gotta open up this tea, because it's gonna be loud as shit. I just realized that I unmuted myself when I did that. Oh my god. Hold on, have I been muted this entire time? I really hope I haven't been muted this entire time. I'm not gonna go back and check. This is highly annoying if it is true. I've got a couple more minutes in me. Mostly just want to see where this plan goes. I didn't even notice. I don't have a cold, kitty, but something has happened, and I need to speak with the captain. Is he in? Wait a minute. Let me just bring up the camera feed. Camera feed? Oh, you're a woman already? That happened super quickly. Amber said it would be at least a month. I said you'll have jumped the proverbial gender fence by the end of the week. But even I wasn't expecting this to happen under 48 hours. That's a new record for the department. How are you able to... Whatever, I'm pretty sure Dinah is doing this. I need to speak with your dad. Danny is doing this. I need to speak with your dad. Is he in? Yeah, this sort of thing is right up Danny's alley. I thought she'd prefer being employed, but clearly she's made her decision. Danny's gonna regret this in a week. The job market is tough right now, especially for cat girl scientists. There's like a million of them. I don't want Danny to get fired. I just want her to undo this. Can I speak to your dad? He's stuck in a web conference. The mayor is giving a briefing about the whole city sinking to the bottom of the ocean thing. Oh yeah, is there any word on that? Are we still underwater? We're still underwater. Things seems to have died down. Scout fleet can't reach us down here. And the power has stayed on since last night. I think things are relatively stable. That's good to hear. At least, when will your dad be out of his meeting? This will probably be an all-day thing. Teleporting the city underwater has upset a whole lot of government officials. Everyone's got something to say. I can hardly blame them. This is an unprecedented situation. You come into the station, Dad could have a chat with you in his office. You can just mute his microphone and put the muting on loudspeaker. Alright, that'll work. Tell your dad I'll be down there in a minute. Oh, and can you promise me to keep this whole gender bending thing between us for now, kitty? No. I'll call you my partner if you stay quiet about it. Ooh, I'm not gonna say no to that. Your secret is safe with me, partner. Thanks, partner. I'll see you soon. I was hoping I could reveal this without having to go outside. I don't exactly want to be walking around like this. My new body is completely different from my old one. So soft and curvy. Okay, I'm gonna say this so for real. The fact that Hunter does not have a giant-ass coat disappoints me in several ways. I mean, I know As it's supposed to take place in Australia, and Australia is like hot, I think. But like, you gotta have a big puffy winter coat. Just wear the big puffy winter coat. Most people probably won't be able to tell you off at like a distance. Um, so they won't be able to tell who you are if you're wearing the big puffy winter coat, though. I think. Plus, I feel like it would be a lot less embarrassing to wear a big puffy winter coat that covers most of your stuff. Dot dot dot. You know, I don't have to go to work right away. Wait, no. Danny is a sex fiend. Giving into my sexual side is probably what triggers the transformation. That's precisely what she wants me to do. I'm not gonna let her have the upper hand here. I'm going straight to work. Dot dot dot. It'd probably be irresponsible not to take a shower first. That probably won't hurt. Dot dot dot. Double dot dot dot. Oops, it's a good thing my landlord pays the water bills. That took quite a bit longer than I anticipated. At least the transformation didn't progress any further. At least I don't think it did. That's a relief. And I do feel a little bit calmer now. Transformation definitely isn't all bad. I do like having my own pair of boobs to play with, but I'm playing with fire here. Although maybe I can think about buying one of these 24-hour gender swap serums on the weekend. I can maybe even make myself bustier. That might be fun, especially if I go for a complete transformation too. These are dangerous thoughts. You need to stay focused, Hunter. Focus! Work is gonna be hectic, and I'm not gonna get anything done if I'm distracted by all this girly nonsense. I need to get my old body back. Let's get this over with. Huh? For some reason, I thought people might laugh at me if I went outside like this, but no one said anything. I guess I just look like any other girl, and pink hair isn't particularly uncommon in Axon City. And to be fair, there is that terrifying magic shield and all the sea creatures floating above our head right now. People have other things on their mind. Although I did notice 3 people cop a quick glance at my chest when they thought I wasn't looking. I'm not sure there's anything I can do about this, but I might look into buying a bra if I'm stuck with it for more than a day or two. There she is. How's womanhood treating you, Hunter? Did you install a camera in my house? No, you did, when you bought a smart television. It's not our fault if you didn't read the terms and conditions properly. I didn't buy any of my furniture. It all came with the rental. Even the bedding? You. Oh, I did not think of that. I might buy myself some new bed sheets on the way home. You're already going to be buying yourself a whole new wardrobe to match your new look, so you might as well. Yeah, no, I don't intend to stay like this very long. I'll be back to my old stuff before you know it. Uh-huh, sure you will. Dad's meeting is still going, but they're not talking about anything important. Feel free to stick your head in. That I will, thanks, kitty. I mean, partner. Good catch, I was about to text Amber a picture of her new bod, but I'll keep things on the down low for now. Thanks, I appreciate it. Captain Ekarai? One sec, let me just mute myself. Hunter, is that you? Yeah. Danny used her murmulator to turn me into a girl overnight. That's what I came in to talk with you about. Huh, the timing on this might work out perfectly. Excuse me? I need to ask you a few questions about last night. I know your shift hasn't started yet. There are some things I need to straighten out. Sure, but can we address the whole turning into a woman first? Danny crossed a line here. I don't appreciate this sort of bullying. Neither do I, but we've got more important things to discuss. Why did you head into the Neridian compound instead of an evacuation shelter? Well... Let me just triple check my microphone is muted. Alright, we're good. Did anyone give you a direct order to head out there? I didn't receive a direct order. There was a stress call on the radio, and I did intend on going into evacuation shelter, but... Your daughter insisted on driving the car? When I tried to stop her, she scratched me? That's betrayal of trust, partner. I'm sending pictures of Girl Hunter to everyone in the police mailing list. No! Kitty, what did I say about scratching people? It was an emergency. We were the only available officers. If we hadn't gone to the compound, then the whole city would have been destroyed. You're a child, Kitty. You're not old enough to drive a car in normal conditions, let alone during the middle of a pirate invasion. That's 15 minutes in the timeout corner for you, Kitty. Go think about what you've done. Fine. It doesn't strike me as sufficient punishment. Don't look at me, mister. I let a 12-year-old drive a police car. Kitty's claws aren't that sharp. They're pretty sharp. They left a really deep mark. Why did those witches send out a distress call? Couldn't they just teleport to the park? I don't think they could teleport because they were in the middle of casting a really big spell. I think teleporting would reset it. And they couldn't drive their war bus because one of the witches had drained its batteries, running some sort of inappropriate live stream. Ah, yes, I'm aware of Sister Amphidiho's streams. But I'll let you handle that. I'm staying well out of it. Me? But I barely met Sister Amphidiho. Although she did know my name somehow. Have we met before? We'll circle back to it later. So those witches had to cast a really big spell, and they needed to cast it in the exact center of town? In order to save the city, yes, I had to help them get to some park. So then why didn't they teleport to the park and then start casting a spell? Why did they do it in reverse order? I didn't think of that. I'm no magic expert, but I have the feeling this spell took days to prepare rather than hours. It started long before the pirates showed up. But that means exactly what you think it means. Dad, need I remind you why you were demoted to the night shift in the first place? Aren't you supposed to be in timeout? I forgot my phone charger. Are you sure this is something you want to be looking into? I'll be more careful this time. Don't do this, Dad. You're making a mistake. Go back to timeout, Kitty. I know what I'm doing. Hunter, what was the name of the electrician you escorted to the bite? Out to the bite? Matt, but supposedly it's short for Matilda. I didn't get their last name. And they were gender fluid, correct? I don't think so. He just struck me as a regular tradie. I need to double check that. But I think I found the right person. Can we back to the whole being turned into girl now thing? Alright, fair enough. I can see why that would be bothering you. Danny isn't in yet, but I'll bring her into my office when she arrives. I thought she moved past these sorts of behaviors. I'll make it clear that acts like these aren't tolerated in the night shift. Will you talk her into turning me back to my old self? I don't want her to get in trouble with HR or anything. I just want her to be a man again. I will, but Tabitha started work early. Don't tell Danny this, but Tabitha is 10 times the scientist she is. She'll know a way to turn you back. She's got lots of equipment down in the lab. Seriously? That's great. I don't have to deal with Danny at all then. Just hold off on drinking any reversal serums for a minute or two. I just need to quickly check something. Tabitha, are you down here? Hunter, don't tell me you've been transformed into a woman already. That's unfortunate. I thought it would be at least a month until it happened. I owe Kitty $40 now. I didn't transform myself willingly. I'm pretty sure this is Danny's doing. That doesn't surprise me. I was prepared to give my colleague another chance, but it seems her desire for chaos outweighed her need for stable employment. It's not the choice I would have made, but that's Dr. Cat for you. She never behaves quite the way you expect. Can you fix this and get me back to my old body? Of course I can, darling. Would you like me to change you back now, or would you like me to spend some time exploring this side of yourself a bit more? There's no rush. I can change you back anytime, and this form does suit you rather well. I'd like to change back now. I've got important things to be dealing with. Whatever works for you, darling. Now, do you happen to know how you were transformed by any chance? Or did you just wake up like this? I woke up like this, but I'm pretty sure it was that dodgy Murmurator's doing. The Murmurator? You mean the one Dr. Cat and I set up at the jetty? The one you used to enter the bite? That's the one. Think she programmed in some sort of delayed gender bender transformation into the Murmurator to mess with me? The Murmurator didn't do this to you, darling. I checked that device myself. There wasn't anything nefarious programmed into it. And yet, what I suspect has happened is Dr. Cat has shifted into a slime girl form, scooped her way under your door, and then stabbed you with the transformation serum while you were sleeping. What? Seriously? She's done it before. I suspect this transformation is science-based rather than magic-based, but I'll check for both. One moment. This device here is a morphic field analyzer of one of my own designs. It shows any recent altercations in your morphic field. We used it in the past to arrest shapeshifters who rob a bank in one form and then shift into another one to hide their face from the police. It should do the trick here. Hold still, darling. Was that a good whoosh 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 noise or a bad whoosh 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 noise? Dot dot dot. Tabitha? My device didn't work properly. Hold still for me again, please, darling. Dot dot dot. One moment, I have another scanner we can use. This doesn't strike me as particularly reassuring news. How odd. This one is returning the same readings? Are they bad readings? I'm not detecting any changes in your morphing field. According to these scanners, your body hasn't been transformed at all. Yeah, no, I think there might be something wrong with your equipment. It hasn't failed me so far, and this is really strange. I could always try doing things manually. I don't use magic often nowadays, but I know a couple of advanced spells. Oh shit, was this like... Max? Could Max have done this to us? Not like Max, but like Max and fucking... Nefertiti, Nemertes mixed together? Huh. It could have happened from the magic place? I don't know when it could have happened. Maybe we were always just like this. I don't know. I know a couple of advanced spells. Analytica Publica Superioria. Superior. You know what that says. Or you don't. Whoa, there's words and textures floating in the air. Huh. I just cast an advanced analysis spell, and I set it to public so that you could see the results. You see this little window here? The one with a floating picture of me in my male form? That's supposed to show your current form, and I did this spell weaving on this centuries ago. Not once has this spell returned an incorrect result. Oh. But don't fret, darling. Just because I don't know how Dr. Cat did this doesn't mean that I can't undo it. At the very least, I can fix this temporarily. This is a reversal serum. It undoes any changes to your morphic field. Once you drink it, you'll be returned to your original form. Dude, what the hell are we doing? Hunter, he just said... Okay. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with y'all. Hunter is like fluctuating, right? And that might be like that some people would see that as like a really good character design. Essentially what I'm saying is he goes from being like my favorite protagonist to like the worst piece of shit character in the game. He'll do like the smartest, most intelligent shit ever, and then he'll do the exact opposite of what he was just told to do. He was literally told not even a minute ago, don't drink anything for a while, because I got something I gotta check. And here he is, just drinking shit. Maybe he's just smelling it. If he's just smelling it, I'm sorry. But, you know what? We'll see. Oh, that's rank. Nope, okay. He's drinking it. I never said it was gonna taste good, darling. You're essentially drinking raw magical energy. Hold up, something is happening. Stop playing that noise. Don't do it again. I know they're going to when he inevitably switches back. Whoa, I'm back to normal. Thanks, Tabitha, you're the best. Don't celebrate too much, darling. It's just a temporary stopgap. When your morph field is altered, it has a tendency to want to retain the new form, and your body will trigger a transformation reset. This happens approximately every 2 hours. Looks like yours just triggered, but that's okay. Just take another swig of that reversal serum. Another swig. Ugh. I'm gonna have to drink this stuff every 2 hours if I want to stay male? Yes, but after a few days, your body will restabilize the original form to your original form, and you won't shift back anymore. I understand it's annoying, but I have a suspicion Dr. Cat might be less than cooperative on rectifying this. It's a tad annoying, but at least I'm not stuck as a woman forever. I was starting to get the impression that this might be permanent. A reversal serum's expensive or anything. I'm happy to send you some money in exchange for a bunch of them. Don't worry about it, darling. Don't far off my back. I'm just glad I was able to... Stop doing that! It's so bad. I hate it. Ah! Dot, dot, dot. I see. Why did I shift back again? It hasn't been 2 hours yet. It's barely been 2 minutes. I might have to involve Dr. Cat after all. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Oh dear. Could it have been that mermaid we saw, like, I don't know. Okay, if y'all saw the last video I did on this series specifically, I think it was the last video on this series, there was like a mermaid in that deeper part of the cave. Could that have been what did it? Maybe. Maybe. Leave this with me. I've got plenty of other avenues I can explore, but I'm gonna need to develop some new equipment first. Unfortunately, you might be stuck like this for a couple of days. Ah, I'm starting to get a very bad feeling about this, Tabitha. Don't despair, darling. This won't be permanent. There's effectively no such thing in the realm of transformation magic. You'll get your old body back, I can promise you that. I'll be having some very strong words with Dr. Cat when she comes into work today. I'm gonna make her undo this. Thanks, Tabitha. I really appreciate that. Cat didn't do this. Danny didn't do it. Heck, Necra, you got a sec? We need to discuss Danny. Hunter, you're still a woman. Excellent. Why is that excellent? I would have had to ask you to transform yourself into a woman anyway. Timing on this whole debacle couldn't be any better. Excuse me? What? You're gonna ask me to transform myself into a woman? That's right. I'd volunteer to take one for the team, but my MTI is just manliness threshold index, I remember. It's just too high. I'm immune to any and all forms of gender bending. Okay, I'm gonna say this with no offense to the creator of the game. That made so much sense for the previous version of Necrai. Right now, that threshold index is looking mighty low. Okay? I don't know about you, but it's looking mighty low. MTI, Manly Threshold Index. I don't know the exact science behind it, but incredibly manly people such as myself can't be transformed into women, whether that's by science or magic. I'm manly, why wasn't I immune to gender bending? Don't look at me, Hunter, I don't make the rules. Okay, fine. What reason could there possibly be for transforming myself into a woman? We got a top secret assignment for you, Hunter, and it needs to remain strictly confidential. You and I are the only two that can know about it. An assignment that needs to remain secret, that also requires me to be a woman. I don't like where this is going, Captain Ekarai. It's nothing like that. I'm sending you undercover to discreetly make contact with the suspect. It's not a high-risk assignment, but the target I'm looking into has eyes and ears everywhere. If I know we're investigating them, things could get very messy for us. This is about the witches, and how they were somehow involved in the attack on the city. It's best you don't know who you're really looking into, Hunter. That way you can maintain deniability if all this goes belly up. Rest assured you're not doing anything illegal. People died in that attack. If it was staged, then things very much didn't go to plan. And I'm more than happy to stick my neck out if that helps expose the truth. Glad to hear it, Hunter. As part of your confidential investigation of this conspiracy, I'm sending you to a genderbender support group. Timing honestly couldn't be any better. You don't have to fake being a gender swap victim. You are one. Genderbender support group? Does this sort of thing happen enough to warrant setting up a support group? It happens more often than you think. And that tradie you met, Matilda? They regularly attend a genderbender support group. You said they were gender fluid. Does that mean they alternate between male and female form depending on how they're feeling? Apparently so, and clearly it might be a lot to deal with, as they've never missed a single one of their support group meetings. Hold on, where's Brad? What is Brad up to? I'm genuinely curious about this now. I wasn't until, like, just now. Also, I'm probably gonna end up ending this episode pretty soon. I don't know how long until, like, I get to when I get to a good stopping point. And why are we investigating them? Matilda knew how to hook up Axon City's power grid to an ancient elven magic distribution system. That's not really something you figure out how to do on the spot. That's a good point. And they did say they'd been down to the bite before. They're very much involved in this. They know a lot more than they're letting on, and that's where you come in. I want you to attend the support group meeting and make contact. Don't ask them about anything directly. Just be casual. Bond and share your shared gender bending trauma and whatnot. But see if you can find anything about their job. Who they work for, how they know anything about elven magic, how often they've been down to the bite. Information like that is very useful. Alright, I think I can do that. When and where did the support group meet? The group rents out an old furniture store at Ranvier Mall, and they're holding meetings twice a week. Luckily for us, their next meeting starts in 45 minutes from now. Like I said, the timing of all this couldn't have been much better. I'll have a word with Danny when she comes in, of course, but it saves us a lot of hassle. I wanted to reverse the transformation as soon as I get back from this meeting. I agree that it's a good timing, but I'm no one's guinea pig. I don't appreciate being transformed against my will. Don't worry, she'll listen. She's on her final warning with HR. If she doesn't undo this, she'll be fired. Threat of unemployment didn't stop her from doing this in the first place, but hopefully she'd listen. Relax, you'll be a man again before you know it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. I think I'm gonna post the other video. I didn't do that. I gotta stop doing that. Alright. I'm gonna go post the other video, then you're gonna see this video a little bit after that. I was supposed to post it when I woke up this morning. I don't know. Y'all have a wonderful evening. The videos are gonna be back on schedule starting next week. Like, I want to say Sunday of next week is when the schedule is gonna start going back into effect. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.